Now we're in the kitchen with Clodagh.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
Place. What are you cooking for us
I'm
today,
doing
darling?
a gorgeous sausage and apple and cider casserole.
Oh, yum.
It's so gorgeous. It's like the perfect thing to cook this autumn. So the first thing you want to do is brown up all the sausages. So it's quite easy ingredients. You've got like your sausages, pancetta, or you could use little bits of bacon, which basically what pancetta is. What was I trying to say? I was basically trying to say, like, if you couldn't get pancetta and you had streaky bacon, you could slice
that
up. Exactly, chop it up. Got some shallots and garlic and apples and celery and parsnips and cider, which I love with this. It's gorgeous.
So just out of interest, you know when you put cider in something like this, does that
Yes.
burn off? The alcohol kind of burns off,
Yes,
doesn't it?
it does.
Okay.
Anything you're putting in wine or whatever, the alcohol burns off, but then you get all the lovely appley flavours and the kind of fermented appley flavours, which is a little bit more, what would I say? I was going to say cobwebby.
Intense?
That's not a good, kind of more
right?
intense and more kind of round in flavour, more developed flavour than an apple juice. OK, so my sausages and my bacon are all browned off. Before you came to the segment...
Got to brown the sausages, right?
I was just about to say, you came right over, and obviously I stood back because of, regulations, and you came right over and you were like, oh, are those sausages brown enough? Make sure they're brown. Didn't
Good
you?
impression.
Not exactly like that, but...
I was right, though. They are nice and brown.
You did, so it's really, really important that the sausages are brown and also the bacon is really crispy because it gets that gorgeous texture and then all the oils and everything come out of that pancetta. You can get a couple of different types of pancetta at the supermarket. You get the smoky one and the non-smoky one. I think that the smoky one is amazing because it brings all that smokiness in and then the oil is smoky.
So you've browned them off, you've put them on the side, and then you're going to use that oil.
Yeah, exactly. So I put them aside and then I'm going to cook all the veggies. I'm adding in some lovely butter and then my sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-lots.
I love a shallot.
That was great.
I remember I used to do this show in America called The Today Show and I remember I was on it and they pronounce it shallots. And I do...
Shallots?
They go, I like shallots, and I was doing something with shallots, and I couldn't remember how they pronounced it, and I was stuck, and the lovely Ed Kruger, who was with me cooking, and I'm like, and you put in the sha-la-la-la-la, and he was like, la-la-la, and every time I see it, I think of it. So you put in the shallots in there. Everybody at home now will be singing with their shallots.
Oh, I'm going to try a shallot.
Put in the shallots in here, which are lovely and sweet, and they're like, I always call them little cushions because they soak up all the juices, right?
They do, and they go sweet.
Love a
And they
shallot.
go lovely and sweet. Did we talk about this recently? Shallot.
Shallot?
And I
No,
was on
not me.
last
Was it
time,
someone
didn't-
else?
No? OK.
I seem to remember. Maybe we dreamt it.
Maybe I dreamt it.
Wasn't me.
And anyhow, so they get a glaze up. So this is something that I was thinking when I was looking at the slow cooker. You can't really do it in the slow cooker. We were talking about this. Like, you want to get all of the lovely texture kind of like cooked up, like with like the texture built up on all the vegetables. But if you had all that done, then you could pop it all into the slow cooker once you've got all that texture going on. But this is where all of the flavour is building up. So I've got my shallots, my garlic as well, in case all the attention went on the shallots. There's also garlic in here. Some celery for that lovely aniseedy flavour, and then parsnips that bring in that lovely nutty flavour, slightly caramely.
No potatoes.
Huh?
No potatoes.
No potatoes today. I'm so sorry. Potatoes. I'm so sorry.
I'll forgive you.
Yeah,
Do you know what? It's not. I think it's
Doesn't
not.
need
It's
it.
not
You
right.
don't need
You don't
potatoes.
necessarily
Yeah,
need a
you're right.
potato.
You need to take a little, sometimes you need to step back from the old school.
Yeah, the
Step
carbs.
back from the potatoes.
Step back from the potato. But if you wanted to add in potatoes, I think what would be lovely with this actually is a baked potato would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
On the
That would be
side,
lovely.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baked potato on the side, loads of butter. OK, so then you do a minute of the browning up of the parsnips, the celery, the shallots and the garlic. Then you put your sauces. And I think, when I say, I think everybody at home will agree with me, right? Everybody's got, like, their favourite sausage. You know, their favourite place they buy their sausage. It could be their local butcher shop or supermarket, whatever. Like, so make it your own with your own, like, sausage. You can use whatever sausage you want to. I think the apple one would be lovely, like a nice apple and sage. Spread them all out like that, right? And then next we're going to pop in...
Does this work with vegetarian as well? Could you do vegetarian sausage if you obviously didn't have the pancetta?
Oh, yeah, totally. Or even a chicken. When I was actually testing this recipe last week,
vegetarian.
my sister called me up and she goes, oh, I forgot to say something to you. And I was like, right, it's great. She's going to be watching now. I love you. She called me up and she's like, you could use a chicken sausage. And I'm like, in what? In the dish you're making next Monday on this morning. And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, don't forget to tell people that. So everybody at home, you could also use a chicken sausage in your sausage stew.
I don't think I've ever had a nice chicken sausage, though.
Really?
Have you not? Oh, and I think you can get really nice ones
Can you?
there. Yeah. So next I'm putting in the tomato puree. So you can use any kind of sausage, vegetarian, whatever. I'm putting in the tomato puree in here. Now we're building up the flavours.
Why is that, Clodagh? Why the tomato puree? Because it's not tomato-y stew, is it? So.
No. It's for like a little bit of tomato flavour.
Like nice little cake.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I was just curious. Because I cook everything you do, I do at home.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's
That's
why,
really
why
nice.
we go with the questions.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Chloe.
Oh, no, I really appreciate it. No, don't say sorry. That's lovely to be interested. I put the tomato puree in there for that lovely bit of tomato in it. And then I put in the flour, and that's basically just to thicken up all the juices when everything gets cooking away
And
here.
it thickens it up a little bit as well.
It thickens it all up like that. The one thing about the flour that you have to do, you've got to make sure you cook it out. So you just need a little kind of a minute on that. And then next goes in Dijon mustard for that lovely, just kind of musty, spicy flavour in here. You could, and I put in so much, I love it.
Got about 30 seconds
30
left.
seconds,
Oh,
Clodagh.
do we?
You just
OK, then we go on, and then
just enjoy
cider.
yourself so much, don't you?
I enjoy myself so much.
All day.
And then we've got, like, the gorgeous cider in here. And then we also have the chicken stock in here. And then that just gets cooked, and also some sage. And then that just gets cooked for 40...
You don't put that in the oven, no? Just on the hob?
45 minutes in the oven, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you do put it into the oven, 180 degrees Celsius. And then it comes out looking like this. There's one other thing that needs to be added into it, and that is... Ta-da, but it's not ta-da yet, because there's one more thing. These are the caramelised
We're
apples.
literally falling off air.